Hi everyone, welcome. We are counting down to the last couple of miles on Mileage Trakker to hit the 5 millionth mile. Y'all have all been driving a lot. We've had a couple of guesses out here. So we're gonna see who wins the headphones or the AirPods today. And so yeah, we are at 4999940 currently.
This is it.
And we will be sitting here waiting for it. Anyways, we don't know exactly when this will happen because it matters when people finish their trip. So we are literally just sitting here hanging out. People may join us on the Zoom call, they may not, but one way or the other, we will post this up later so people can watch. So, hi everyone, and we are watching the screen. I'm going to refresh.
Here we go.
Right now,
refresh.
and we'll see where we're at. All right. Nope, we haven't moved yet. So
some of you are out there driving, we know you're out there. So when you turn off your vehicle, the numbers will keep going up. So we're excited to see who, I know some of you have put in your guesses to see what day and time, who's going to come the closest and win either the headphones or the AirPods. And also, we're going to be announcing who drove the 5 millionth mile.
So that may take a minute after the 5 millionth mile has passed. So like, don't expect the announcement of, hello, it's the 5 millionth mile and it was Dr. Seuss's, none of those things.
Right, exactly. We need a minute to calculate it at the end, but we will be making an announcement later on about that and have something special for that person as well. So we sure do appreciate all of you. This is a huge milestone. It's a huge win for you. I'm going to be sending out, the significance of the 5 millionth mile. And in short, what that means is that since 60% of the miles driven through our system are business miles on average, now you may be a person that has a much higher percentage, but on average, we can say that that means we will have tracked 3 million business miles, and that equates to approximately somewhere in the $1.6 million worth of money back to you guys in your pockets because of your mileage. So it's a big win for everyone, and we're just so excited. This is a real high for everyone here.
Anyways, it may take a minute here for it to all come together. We may get up and get some tea, stuff like that while it's happening. If people come in, we'll let you in and join the call. This is just to celebrate all of you and how many miles we have all done together. So
we wanted to share it with you. So this is our way to try to share it with all of you who are out there, because we all have to stay in our own areas during the pandemic. So we can't have any big parties for this. So we're just partying online with you guys. And if you tune in later, just know we were here to party with you.
Also, if you want to have another party like this, we got to hit 10 million miles real fast. So we need more friends, more people coming to hang out with us, more people driving with us. So that's part of the benefits of being part of Mileage Trakker, is that we sit around, we do stuff with you. So
you are our #1 priority always at Mileage Trakker. So share it with your friends, tell them that they can join in with us and become part of this family, because we try to treat you the best way we possibly can. So Michelle's going to click the button again, and let's see, because this is now the waiting game. Oh,
9:55.
Someone else has completed a trip. And though we don't know who that is, we can just see it right now, just the numbers going by. It just means that some one of you has finished a trip and turned your vehicle off, and it's recorded the miles driven, or kilometers driven, depending on which country you're in, because we've got our US friends and our Canadian friends, and we love you all. So, we can only report in one term to keep it straight in people's heads. Otherwise, we'd be going back and forth.
Also, we will be, when the 5 millionth mile passes, it won't necessarily land on 5 million exactly. So, be prepared for that.
Yeah, that's right. Because suddenly it could be 5,032,032 all of a sudden, or something like this. And it's just where it went. It was just whoever finished it, not how many miles or kilometers that was. So Here we are. Oh, I've got one of our trackers is sending us a message over here.
Yeah. I know some of you are out here guessing on what mileage it was going to be earlier this week. So, you know, we're doing our best. Unfortunately, I don't think we can take any more guesses at this point, given that we've already started the live stream. So. Anyways.
Because it would be much easier to guess now.
Right? As we're like, it's going to be any minute now. Get in your car, drive away.
Yeah, for those of you who wanted to know if you know, could be that 5 million mile driver, tell us when to drive now.
Also, we will be doing a second giveaway for promotion of 5 million miles, so that'll go up on Twitter as soon as we hit the 5 million mile. There will be another chance to give stuff away, but it has other rules, as we do not have to be a tracker though. So it's a great way to tell your friends about how much fun it was. So yeah, sorry, I'm talking about random stuff. Sandra's running in and out of the frame.
People are emailing over here, so I'm trying to answer questions from over here from people who are sending us some information or questions about the 5 millionth mile right now. So we're glad to hear from every one of you in whatever medium you want to communicate.
Yeah. Also,
We'll talk on
to Mileage Trakker.
I swear now the mics are bigger than we are.
All right, we're gonna refresh again.
Here we go.
We got 63. We're at 963. One trip at a time. We're gonna make it up there. We had quite a bit of roll in this morning, so good job on everybody who was out there driving this morning. You really pushed us up a lot faster. I personally was guessing that this was going to happen sometime around noon today. So, you know, you are ahead of me and I run the thing. So you're even surprising us. Woo! Sorry. Gets distracted. People go tippity tappity, tippity tap. And you're like, what are they doing? And my brain's like, I will watch that while you're still here with me. So, you know. I want you to know I haven't even had my first cup of tea yet today. So I really love you guys.
We're going to start with champagne. And we got the bottle. We got the bottle ready, honey.
Which you cannot see because we have a green screen behind us.
Yeah.
78, 78.
You just have to believe that we really do have it.
It should have stopped at 76. I should
Will it show glasses? No.
76 trombones led the big parade, but it stopped at 78, so y'all don't get that.
Wow, and Rochelle's right. It went up really fast this morning. I didn't expect it to go quite that quick. You know, given we had about 500 miles left to go, I thought, by the afternoon we'll be ready. And suddenly here we are. It's not even 11 o'clock in the morning, and we're like 22 miles to go.
Probably about one trip away, depending on who's driving right now. So, you know.
Yeah, one trip or 3 small ones. So, yep. It could be the next person who turns off their vehicle.
Still 78. So some don't know who all is out there driving. Don't know if anyone is driving this particular moment. One of the nice things about mileage is that it goes in waves more than it goes, well, there's somebody doing something in an even keel all the way through. So it peaks and lows, and so once you're past like the morning rush hour, there's a blip there, and people start moving around again between like 11 and 1 lunch, and then of course people go home for the day. So all of those things have higher peaks and lower valleys in the middle.
And depending on what people do for a living, some of them are driving in all those off-peak times. That's when they really get going. So it's really, and it depends on who drives every given day, because not everybody goes out every day for, you know, especially during the pandemic, not everyone is going out every day.
The global pepperoni. I hope you're all safe.
Yeah. So that's what makes it fun to try to guess, is because it's not an absolute 100% predictable. Anybody could have just guessed that in 2 minutes. It's kind of the fun part of it. Take a shot and see if you were the close one.
It also absolutely did change people's driving habits as we started to go into this parallelogram we're all experiencing together. Canadians definitively have a slightly different driving pattern than the Americans do, largely because the Canadian population has been a lot more locked down than the American population. So it's just a completely different experience to be in Canada than it is to be in the US right now during the parallelogram.
Right. But of course, it's still the real estate market's still open, so all the realtors are still driving. There's a lot of delivery, so a lot of delivery people are still driving. A lot of construction was allowed to stay open at various times, and so there's all of the contractors.
Which is picking up again because it stopped snowing.
In Canada, I mean, of course, and everywhere else. Well, even in the U.S., you had some big snows, even in Texas, dear Lord. So heavier, you know. Yes, as the weather improves, more people will drive.
Which again, we hope you're all safe. We hope you're all having a good time. Checking on things.
We appreciate everything that you guys do for your clients and being there to provide such great service, because we would recommend any one of you.
And now we sit and wait.
And we have recommended you to various people. It's not just that we would, we do. And we're always very grateful to have you, and anyone that you refer to us. That just means so much more to us. So
we really want to build this out to be a community. We want there to be resources for you guys to figure out how to best keep track of your mileage for business, but also all the other things that come along with it. So, you know, if you have questions about driving for business and anything else, please let us know, because it helps us build out our community. I don't care how silly it is. I don't care what things you think you would need to be supported. All that kind of information really helps on trying to figure out how to give the best service ever. So hit us up with that.
Who write it off on your taxes, if you've got questions about how certain things apply to you for the tax code and whatever, because there are a lot of different rules for a lot of different situations, do reach out to us and we'll get you some answers, okay? We want you to get your maximum benefit.
Nope, you don't want us right now. It's gonna hover at 78, guys.
Well, they're on a mission here. They're driving somewhere now. Not just one of those short little 1 mile trips here, 3 kilometer trips to grab a tea or coffee.
All the random emails you get in the morning. There is a place that we order like work pants and stuff like that. They're really certain that I want denim, and I don't know how many of you have met me at this point, but the answer to me wanting denim is never.
That's right, never.
However, no shade against denim. Denim is just not my thing. So it's always hilarious when marketing emails are just so wrong.
Yeah, you're gonna do your whole life in construction.
It's true, it's true. Look, if I worked out on a farm, I would wear a lot of denim. If I worked in construction where my legs would be damaged by a lot of the things that were raw right now, I would wear denim. I don't do either of those things, so I do not wear denim.
Right, let's try a refresh. This is the suspenseful moment.
Nope,
Nope.
nope, nope. None for us.
Everyone's glued to the screen. Maybe we can't. Someone has to go out and drive.
I know. The sun has come out again, which is really, really, really nice.
Where we are, yes.
One of the things that gets really exhausting about being farther north in the winter is there's not a lot of sunshine. For those of you in the southern states, you still get a lot of sun in the winter, which is very, very nice, despite the fact that nobody thinks the winter weather is like the most fantastic thing ever, and you get a lot of damp. But there tends to, the farther north you go, there tends to be this kind of gray malaise, and it sits there. So when spring comes back up again, there's just this general, oh, the sun, there's a sun, guys, there's a sun.
Yeah.
Nope, keep refreshing.
I guess when you said we went in the boat for tea, everyone went for coffee.
I know, right?
So, yeah. That's okay. That's okay. This is what it's like, you know. It's people drive when they drive, when they have to do something. That's when they're going to be there. So, you know, and as Michelle said, we could go from 978 to 5,032,032 all of a sudden, just like that, boom, and that's just the way it goes. So but we're excited. We're excited that today is the day, and it's been a moment we've been waiting for. We're excited for you, for what that means for you. We're excited to be there to help you make your life a little bit easier. So it's less paperwork, but some extra money in your pocket, you know, something that benefits you and your business and gives you this, frees up your time to do what you're really good at. So all of that, we hope you guys are having a good day. We hope this is the start of a good week for you, that you all stay healthy and you have some fun this week. And it's, you know, springtime lifts your spirits.
982.
Okay.
So, someone stop. All right, so we're 18 miles away.
18 miles away. So if you thought you might want to be the 5 millionth mile, yeah, now maybe is when you should drive a little bit. Go drive around the corner, you know what I mean, and back. True.
Sorry. There's always a little bit of dead space in live streams when there's not a lot going on, and I always find it fascinating that people are really, really into watching the live streams a lot, because I personally am always very nervous when I have to talk live with no one to talk to. I currently also do some streaming in my downtime, and I do it with a cast, and it's a lot of fun. Big nerd though, so if you're interested in my alternate side of life, I Twitch stream on Archives of the Dragon, and we do a Changeling the Dreaming TTRPG show, but it's very disparate from what we're doing currently, and it's different doing it with them because, of course, there's a structure and there's a plan for what we're going to be doing during that conversation. So I am endlessly impressed by people who can regularly do live streams, and everybody is really engaged with them and really interested, because I do know it's a lot of like talking with the expectation that somebody will show up and want to talk with you and join the conversation that you're having. So anybody who also wants to hit us up and let us know if you're interested in using Clubhouse or the Twitch rooms that they're rolling out to compete with that currently. Is that anybody's Twitter rooms, sorry. Twitter rooms. Ugh. I swear, so many social media sites and all very different depending on what generation, what you have access to, where your people are. So, you know, let us know where you like to engage with other content. We're really interested in that as well.
Great. I know what I also will point out, you got an email about this, but in case you didn't see it, the mileagetrakker.com website is down at the moment. We're redoing it. And so don't panic. We're here. And everything's going well. This is us, you know, moving forward and all new and exciting things. But in the meantime, if those of you who do tag online, there's a link in the email we sent you. It takes you to exactly the same place. None of that has changed. All of that's working perfectly. It's just the front end. It's got nothing to do with where, you know, if you wanted to log into your account or anything like that, that's all still there and working just great. So no big deal on that. just didn't want anybody to panic.
Yeah, we got a lot of new things that we're changing. Hopefully we'll have a new pricing structure again. Hopefully we will have a little bit of news one way or the other about the advancements we're making on our technology at the moment. So all of these things are good. It's just a little bit of all of the everything happened at once, but no pressure. That's the way business goes for a lot of us right now. So
yeah. We're upgrading devices to the latest technology at the moment. All of you who've got what you've got, it's working perfectly, no problem. But going forward, we're always testing the newest ones. So, you know, we're always on the leading edge. And that's, so all of this is happening as well. It was report week. Hey, you didn't want to give us any pressure. So you decide the 5 millionth mile should be during report week. So we got all those out too. So you should have those in your inbox already. So check to make sure you've got yours. And yeah, we're making it all work with everything happening at once.
exactly.
So here we are, 16 miles.
And now we wait.
Remember the millionth mile? I felt the same way. We just kept hitting refresh, trying to get the, and there was creeping up by 1 or 2 miles at a time that time. And we were just like,
we were so new, and it was just, oh yeah.
We had no idea what to expect, and that was an exciting time too. And here we are, 5 million miles later, like another 4 million miles later. It seems to have happened in a blur sometimes when I think about it, but so much has happened at the same time. And
I mean, another thing I'd be interested in hearing from people is how the global panda enclosure has been impacting how you get out and drive, because I mean, there's a certain amount of, I can tell from aggregate data, but like for certain, one of the things here is because a lot of things have been closed for me specifically. I don't drive hardly at all because it's not permitted to go anywhere. So I do the base business stuff, and it really decreased because we used to do a lot of like networking meetings and conventions and stuff like that. And so it's just been really strange to be down on just the baseline driving.
right, and then we started on the other side, we started the new SafeTrack delivery service as well, as you may have heard of. And so we were doing more delivery type drives for a while as another, you know, thing we can handle. So, you know, if that's something that you need some help with, reach out to us about that. Also, we can help with a lot of things now that some people don't even realize with our service. So not only do we just do the mileage things for people who, you know, for all of you who need to write that off on your taxes or get reimbursed, but we also have been doing all the contact tracing reports during the pandemic. So I know all of you have seen those, but for a lot of companies and stuff, that's a big benefit to have that there for them. So that just comes with it. We do the DTC codes. So if some of you have had messages, if you're, God forbid, your check engine light came on, and we give you the information about that. And if there's any one of you that has a company, or you know someone who has a company where they have a bunch of drivers, they have people doing sales, and then they have people also driving to do like servicing and delivery, and they need different types of tracking for different types of people. They have independent contractors as well, and they've got a whole bunch of different situations going on. We can provide all the information they need about that, the information to give their independent trackers to write off their taxes, the information for getting it reimbursed, and the information if they want to know about the vehicles that are out there on the road on a regular basis, such as when they're going to need an oil change, and when they, you know, proof of delivery, proof of service. We do all of those things as well. We have systems for all of that, home healthcare workers, systems for, you know, sending messages to family members to say that they have been and whatever, without giving out any medical information over it, but just to confirm that somebody was there, did arrive, do all that stuff. We help with all of those things. So there's a lot of different things we can do. So if you know people who have people out in vehicles, you know, we'd love to have a chat with them. And so what's
someone went 2 miles.
2 miles. 2 more miles. So that's the person who had told me, drive around the block. Okay, do it again. And we'd also love to know what you think you wanted when everything gets reopened again, when we all get enough vaccines. Tell us what you think. Are you waiting to get out there and get back out on the road and go see and hang out with some people? A lot of people have said, well, we've done a lot of stuff over Zoom, but do you think you're going to get out there and go and see your clients now? I think there's something, to me, being able to actually connect with people, or sometimes for that first, when you're trying to bring on new clients and whatever, to actually meet them in person. I always feel there's something beneficial about that. Do you feel the same way, that you will start doing that again, and going and seeing things in real life and helping that way? Or you're gonna say, well, I'm still think I'll do 80% of my stuff just on my computer at home?
We debate this all the time on one level or another about how many people will stay working from home, because of course there are some benefits to working from home. I personally think the initial phase of going out from this experience that we're all having together will be a lot more of people still working at home for the most part, but having a lot more of entertainment experiences again together. Though I think there'll be a huge surge in wanting to go to theater things and concerts and that kind of stuff. Any kind of experience that you do together as fun, something that you can put together rather quickly as we figure out that it'll be safe to do so. So,
And I think networking meetings and things like that will be something that people will enjoy having to do, being able to do again. And I think there'll be a little transition period where we're all wondering how soon, how safe it will be to do it. But once we feel we can do it safely, I think we'll really enjoy it.
It's 4999998.
2 miles, people, 2 miles. The next person who turns off their vehicle will be the driver of the 5 millionth mile. Now, I'm not sure who that's going to be, and we're going to take a minute to try to figure that out after the fact. But that is the truth, that right this minute, the next person who drives after, what is it, 11:06 a.m. and turns off their vehicle, they will be the driver of the 5 millionth mile.
Have it already. Nope. Okay.
We'll have it ready.
We're gonna pop champagne for the whole thing too. So of course you can. What are you talking about?
Well, then we better open it.
Hello, this is an 18+ stream. We drink alcohol. But also in general, I hope you're not driving a car if you're,
We're not driving.
this. I was about to say, but also this is not a stream this is not a service where toddlers really absolutely need the service anyways. In general, they don't drive any cars. Nope, not yet. Almost.
How long does it take you to drive 2 miles? We're not anxious or anything. We're not excited,
Yeah, well, we're also just going back into the beginning of the next peak again, so I suspect that people will start driving.
Oh yes, it's going to happen almost immediately.
Nope.
I'm going to take this picture here. I'm going to have this recorded on my phone as well, so we can prove when this is all happening. I can go back and I can use that picture again. Is it going to be
staring at this number like
it will suddenly magically do something? We honestly have to hit refresh to see that. Of course, you guys can see that too if you're at home and you're on your back end. You can see this is what we're seeing as well. But it's exciting, so you can verify it that it's all happening. This is the longest 2 minutes, okay?
now when you get anxious where you just start refresh. I can say my consonants, I promise.
Like watching a pot boil.
Nope.
But I can. All right, you guys are the masters of suspense here.
I can guarantee that almost guarantee that when we go over, it's going to be like 5,000,010.
It will be funny if it's not.
I mean, hypothetically, I could always go outside and drive it over, but I don't want to drive the 5
No,
million
we have
miles.
nothing. We are definitely not doing that. No, this is your win. This is your win, and it's always going to be your win. It's not us. It's you.
Right. Which is also why you can verify that it was not us driving anywhere. We're sitting here with you.
Sitting here live streaming with you. We are definitely not
Although
driving.
hypothetically, the person who drives the 5 millionth mile will not be able to watch us live stream because, of course, they will be driving the 5 millionth mile.
Right. And that's why we're having this available later, so you can watch it. They can watch it later and see their success. And also, then we'll shortly be able to announce who was the person who guessed the closest date and time. And
Yes.
then, yes.
But if you didn't win, do not worry. There will be a celebratory giveaway as well, but it will be open to the public, so you will be
Right.
able to participate in that as well, although there will be a higher percentage of people who are able to participate in that particular.
Right. You'll see that come up on the social media accounts in the next day. So you're right, and everyone can participate, including you. So
Which,
you have another shot.
incidentally, if you're not following us, you can find us pretty much everywhere at Mileage Trakker with 2 Ks on the internet, including Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. We don't have a Twitch channel for this yet, but you can find us on YouTube. Oh Lord, have I missed any? Also, if you have a preferred social media, let us know what that is for you. What do you like to use? Personally, I've gotten big into Twitter, but then again, I'm also big on the discourse, so, you know.
We all hold our breath as the dial spins, and we still 998.
I know a lot of you use Facebook. Do you use a bunch of Facebook Live? What kind of content do you like to interact with? You know, just in general, talk to us. We enjoy the conversation. So, oh, LinkedIn, of course. We've always liked LinkedIn. Has been a really good place for us to talk about this.
Yeah.
I am literally just pressing refresh. Somebody get in the car and drive.
Okay, yeah, we'll drive around the corner. I'm serious now. We need 2 miles. I give you permission. Leave the live stream. Go. Drive around the street and come back. Come back. Thank you. The suspense is killing us.
Chaos, 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 chaos. It's hilarious to me because we have this green screen behind here, and which I love and I use all the time. But Sandra over here is wearing red, and she keeps disappearing completely off the
Yeah,
green screen.
people are emailing over here, so I lean over to type on the computer for a second to answer say something.
And I go, well, you shouldn't actually be able to disappear completely off the green screen. You are not green. You're not even sort of green.
Yes, and when you fluff your hair, you disappear as well. So
Good to know.
things to know that we did not know before.
No.
Do not type on your computer. Do not fluff your hair. Okay.
Normally, I would have this put up a little bit higher. There'd be a couple more studio lights in here, but we were really anxious to get going because, of course, we didn't know what time this would start crashing in exactly.
Yeah, because it made a huge jump all of a sudden. We weren't quite prepared that it would go that fast. We thought we had another hour or so. And so we were like, oh my gosh, somebody made some big trip, and here we are. We literally are going to be ready in a few minutes. So we had to kind of jump right on here and get going. And then for the last 2 miles, we wait.
And we wait, and we wait, and we wait. But it's true. Big trips can really jump it all of a sudden. So like if you went out of town for any reason, or you're making deliveries to customers, and we have a couple people who really do a lot of that, they can suddenly jump the count by like 150 miles, like that.
Exactly,
So,
because you've got clients on the other side of Atlanta, you know, something like that, or you know, you have to cross a state line or a state to get somewhere. So that that can just suddenly really jump it. Yeah.
Apparently, the green screen does not like my hair today.
No, so you've just disappeared entirely. It's magic. We do magic over here. Yeah, we've been practicing. How do you think it's working?
Do you like it?
Michelle's getting better at it than me because she just disappears just like that. Boom. Oh, there, look at that. Turns her head and gone.
I want you to know I'm not doing this on purpose. It's just, well, the last one I
That's what
was.
she definitely was.
But that's not the point. The point was more that I was.
You guys did it right. 5 million. Wow. That's almost impossible to do.
So
Literally, it's almost impossible.
So at 11:15 on March the 8th, y'all have driven 5 million miles. Honestly, you did that perfectly. 11:15, 5 million miles. I'm sorry for those who are in different time zones. I apologize, but it's 11:15 Eastern Standard Time.
It's amazing. Like, there was no way we would have ever expected it to be exactly 5 million miles. That, I congratulate you. You guys are amazing.
I popped that champagne. We're going to move to the side so we don't injure any of the electronic equipment. Woo! We got this. Sorry, it's happening off screen, so we don't have champagne all over the computers. Passing the pop your own champagne if you're at home.
Or your cup of coffee or your tea or any glass and whatever juice you're.
Woo! And now I'm not going to refresh that ever again. So you're going to just stare at that 5 billion mark. You can see the bottom of my glass. Woohoo! Cheers.
Oh, let's get online to say cheers, people.
I think you can really see us.
No, exactly. But just now that we are cheering for you and celebrating here, we are very excited. This is a moment we'll remember for quite a long time.
Yeah, I can make it better for a second.
Ooh.
Put the.
Wow. Hi.
Hi guys. Does it kill the magic to see the screen behind us? But cheers to everyone. You can now see our champagne.
We are clinking the glasses. And now we'll start figuring out for you who won the guess and who drove the 5 millionth mile. It will be an exciting time here.
Anyways, we will make an announcement about that to the trackers first,
Yes.
so that everybody gets to see that here. We will not make that announcement here on the live stream.
No.
Because they deserve to have seen it. It was a little bit more than the trackers were allowed to join this call. This will go up to the public to see soon. Currently, it's just being recorded. I will be doing the editing on that and make sure it goes out very, very soon, sometime today, probably, maybe tomorrow, depends. We just wanted to make sure the trackers had access to this call in order to see it. So
watch for a number of updates, emails, possibly texts that you will get from us in the next day or so, announcing all these things and the new things that we have coming up. So it's kind of an exciting time all the way around. There's a lot of things to tell you about. So in little bits, you'll keep hearing from us. So stay tuned, keep the excitement going. Be safe, drive carefully.
bye guys.
Love you guys.